Follower of John J. Kelly, and to me the Boston Marathon was then and is still today, outside of the Olympics, the premier road race in the world, certainly the premier annual one. So there was never any hesitation. I was going to be on the start line. I knew I was in good shape. I had been running very well for 2 years. I knew I had a good chance of racing well that day. I told about 3 people very quietly under my breath that I thought I had a chance of winning that day. Certainly never said it to the media, and the media was approximately 1 person back then, Jerry Nason probably, someone like that. But I had an outstanding day. I absolutely thrashed myself running up the Newton Hills because I was being followed by Marine Lieutenant Bill Clark, who I knew and he knew me, and we both knew he would beat me at the end because he was a better miler. He had a faster kick than I did, so I just, as I said, I ran myself to a standstill at the top of Heartbreak Hill. When I hadn't broken away, then I distinctly remember kind of exhaling deeply, sagging a little bit, and considering walking off the course because I didn't want to finish second in the Boston Marathon. Not that that's an embarrassment. Somehow I kept going, and as it happened, Bill Clark cramped on the downhills. We all know through many years that we're many years smarter now that the downhills are the challenging, difficult part of this course and not the uphills. And I staggered the last 5, but he cramped the last 5, and I guess that made him a little bit slower than I was. So I was fortunate enough to win Boston. I've kept coming back because the excitement of the Boston Marathon, start to finish trek, is unlike anything else in the sports world that I know. One's perspective changes greatly over 50 years. I said to a friend at the Hartford Current a couple of days ago that I ran greedily in the early years, trying to steal every second from the course and improve my time. Now I run with no greed and complete gratitude for the fact that I'm still out there and still able to enjoy this incredible spectacle. I only want to also mention I'm running for the Team MR8, as I have each year they've been in existence from 2014. I'm a quiet member of the team, but I am a member of the team. I believe in the mission and goals and message of the team, and especially of Martin. I believe the marathon, the Boston Marathon, beyond the Martin Richard Foundation, does promote peace on a worldwide basis because of its international field and the friendship and camaraderie of running. And lastly, I run the race. I've run the race the last 4 years with this little business card. It's actually a thank you card, and the BAA has yet to sue me for stealing their logo. And it just says, "Thank you, Boston Marathon fans. You are what make this the greatest marathon in the world." And as I run the course, I look for the 7- and 8-year-olds who are only hoping someone will slap them 5. And I put the little card into their surprised hands. And I hit a few 80-year-olds on the course too, because I figure they should get rewarded for 7 or 8 decades worth of supporting this race. And every once in a while I get a photo back the next day from someone whose 7-year-old is excitedly jumping up and down with my card, so that's very gratifying. It's a thrill to be back, and thank you for being here and joining us. Yeah.